Yeah, sorry, I tried to find the least nice bit of clothing here to try and staunch the wound, but it's this robe is ruined. Look, you weren't followed or no one saw you come here, did they?
Rowena, I think there's more important things whether I was followed right now. We need to get you help.
No, it's actually very important. If you were you followed or not? Do you know?
I don't know, Rowena. I don't.
Okay, what you need to do is, I don't want to force this on you, but get that bow, get ready, because whoever's after me is going to finish the job.
Who did this, Rowena?
Fuck if I know. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. That is 20.
Jack, I'm going to say that you took a fair amount of time investigating the altar, breaking the altar, trying to break the orb, talking to your barrel boys and stuff like that before you said, I'm going to go for join Jorvin.
Anti-orb ordinances must be obeyed.
What I want you to do is roll 2d4, as in roll a d4 twice, and tell me the highest number that you got, so kind of roll with advantage.
Cool. Okay, 3.
3. So, you will arrive in 3 rounds.
The cavalry, yeah.
The very injured cavalry at this point, by the way.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that slam against the wall took me down to exactly half my hit points, so...
Oh, I'm so fucked.
I'm sorry, the orb had to be dealt with. There was a naked man in it.
Jorvin would understand. Jorvin would understand, don't worry.
It shimmered.
Cameron, you're going to tell me now what the layout is of your warehouse. Would it have a skylight? Would it have kind of those like up high windows?
It'd maybe have one, I'd say. It would have one. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's pretty much one room, though. There's no kind of smaller rooms off of it. It's open plan. And for some reason, he's got a really raggedy chaise lounge in there.
Excellent. You're up first in initiative, so we begin round 1. Because of that, I'm going to say give me a perception check with advantage. And this is kind of the equivalent of you getting the drop or kind of being prepared enough to spot where this assassin is coming, what entrance he's taking, whether he's kind of going through the door or through this like skylight.
Okay, that's a 20 again.
Fucking nice. Like dirty 20 or not 20?
Dirty 20.
Your mind goes back to maybe a year and a half ago of how you weren't used to watching how your shadow projected onto surfaces and things like that. And unfortunately for this assassin, there's so many different light sources than just the moon that will be out that has cast a shadow above this skylight. And you see that there is someone basically on the roof. You still have your full action and turn and everything. What would you like to do?
So I can tell they're on the roof, but I can't see them through the skylight type thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You see their shadow covering the skylight.
Okay. I'm probably going to try and grab Rowena and sort of get her behind cover in some way and find maybe behind the chaise lounge just a vantage point.
Sure. So are you more seeking to shelter Rowena, or are you more seeking to be able to attack when you're saying vantage point?
Good question. I think Rowena's like his only mate, really, so he's going to look after Rowena.
Okay. I'm going to say you can just use your action to basically, where you could position Rowena, that like you have like crates and things like that that would block any kind of line of sight, and also get yourself there as well. On initiative step 9, you see the window silently open, and a figure completely in black kind of slip through, uses his action to kind of dip down, and give me another perception check against his stealth, as he will use cunning action to hide.
7.
Where have the big rolls gone?
Yes, this has been it's been a slightly depressing session so far in terms of rolling.
You do not see this person.
He's gone.
And it is your turn again. This is round 2.
Bollocks. Right, okay. I'm going to try and poke my head around maybe some of these crates and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, give me another perception check.
Cameron versus perception. Who will win? 17.
17 is enough. By virtue of this being your home, you know where to look. You know kind of the avenue, and you know how you've laid out your crates and things like that. And you kind of catch a glimpse as you see this assassin kind of moving from crate to crate, trying to get around. I will say that is your action, though, but if you have any other... If you have like a bonus action that you want to use or something like that, you can do that.
Yeah, let's hide. Or try to, at least.
Yeah, nice. Give me a stealth check. Fuck. Not 1 on his perception, so...
23. There's the nice rolls.
Yeah. You hide. Because you got the drop on him, he doesn't know exactly where Rowena is because you've moved her and kind of hidden her. He is going to try and make a perception check to find Rowena. Fuck, another nat 1. Holy shit. I'm going to say with a nat 1, he kind of like stumbles and like reveals himself. He's kind of like getting a little bit more impatient as he's kind of skulking through. And you've seen him now. It's back up to the top of round. This is round 3. Jack, do you want to roll me initiative?
15.
Okay, you're approaching, essentially. Jorvin, you're up. You know where this guy is. You have line of sight. He does not know where you are.
Oh, would that be a sneak attack then if I were to hit him?
That will be a sneak attack and will be an attack with advantage as well.
Let's go. Let's do that then. 22.
22 hits.
And that is then 4d6 then. 23 hit points.
23, wow. You let loose this arrow and kind of just add like the thrum of the bowstring releasing and the whistling of the arrow seems to be enough to have alerted this guy, and he kind of like barely manages to get out of the way as it like your arrow goes by. He's still standing, and now you see he takes out 2 short swords, like 2 like long daggers essentially, and starts running towards Rowena. But just before he can act, smashing through the door is Swifty.
There's an orb! A well-dressed gentleman, apparently, and an orb! Also naked!
Kill the guy, Swifty!
A guy? Ha-ha! Yes! And Swifty's going to attempt to kill the guy who is advancing with steel drawn on his acquaintance's acquaintance. So, gonna come charge again. You know what? Let's spend. How many of these have I got left? Only 2. Okay. We're gonna spend a superiority die, and so he comes running in. Looks like he's charging straight forward, and then he does the classic Swifty leap, which gives me advantage on the next attack roll. And if the attack hits, the superiority die's damage is added to the attack roll. Okay, good thing I gave myself advantage. That was a 1. Okay, so that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
So 22 points of damage.
Ooh.
On my first
You
strike.
guys are big hitters.
And so brings the hammer down in a very hard strike. Probably, I'm guessing, I'm using a maul. So if I'm not instantly killing people, I'm imagining I'm not hitting them. I'm just landing very nearby, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you see that this guy is actually incredibly like nimble. Like big ninja vibes from this guy.
So massive apologies for your flooring here, but I bring them all down, shattering and sending like piles and just shrapnel like wood flying up in the air in all directions. And then I'm going to try and take advantage of the I imagine slight disorientation of this guy to make a great weapon master strike. This is not with advantage and is with a -5. No. That's going to miss. That only comes to a 6 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely misses.
I step forward and my foot sinks into the hole I just made in the ground. Like,
He is going to riposte. Oh my god, that's it. Again, rid of the slice.
I'm being serious. Another one.
Literally the third nat one in a row.
This is gonna be the most statistically
That
anomalous
is-
game.
It's literally ridiculous. Holy.
I battled the orb. You can't kill me.
Okay. Right, okay, fine. It's his go. You've kind of gotten in his grill. He's going to take a stab at you, a slash at you with his short sword. Or his long dagger. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This cobbled together armor that's been welded together by heating it up in a fire inside a not quite hovel.
You take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's never good.
It is when you're Swifty. He's got good concept. This will be fine. Guys, it's going to be fine. Everyone, I've not passed a save yet this game. It's going to be fine. Con save, +5, and I roll a 11, so that's 16.
You feel like a slight burning from like the blade is like just about next to your skin, but the blow doesn't manage to to actually pierce into you.
You can't poison me. Do you have any idea what I eat for dinner?
He like drops to the ground into like a back sweep and will attempt to sweep you off your feet with another attack. Oh my god, that's another nat 1.
No way.
With his second flurry of blows. Okay, that's cocked. An 11, no, a 12
No.
probably doesn't hit.
I mean, I think it hits. Swifty's not getting out of the way, but it just impacts a heavy point of the armor. You know?
Yeah,
Hopeless ninja.
I can't roll to save my life. This is insane.
Hey, Dylan, go to Dungeons and Dragons, man. It's really easy. Just roll that. Roll higher, man.
Yeah, get good. Yeah, get good.
Let me break open this jar of random forgotten D20s I have. Okay.
In a hut.
So
I'm just imagining these super deliberate and like ninja moves. That I'm doing.
yeah, it's because like, you're so you can tell that this guy is used to taking on unarmored targets, running in, attacking swiftly. But when it comes to attacking Swifty and there's armor, he can't do shit.
Come on, the barrel boys hit harder.
So yeah, his two flurry of blows that were aiming to sweep you off your feet don't hit.
Buy me dinner first if you want to sweep me off my feet.
And then no, that was between the 2 and a 20, but I can't in good conscience say it was a 20. Okay, a 23 to hit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, we'll say this is his offhand attack.
This tickles like
Another 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you'll need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a 10 this time.
Okay.
I cannot be
finally,
stopped.
You take 23 points of poison damage.
Do I?
Yeah.
So that's is that a net 30, is it?
Yeah, so yeah, for 30 points of damage in total.
Oh my goodness.
That's quite a lot of damage right there.
But that is his entire action
Okay, cool.
and turn.
Cool.
Are you down?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Swifty,
Just checking.
Swifty takes
Very
one
much
more
so.
step forward and goes, "Please, yeah, There was an orb, you see. And he just collapses onto the ground. Off to the great barrel in the sky.
Oh no.
The good news is at least there's loads of things like magical healing.
Oh yeah, there are loads, right?
Well, if you're going to die, you've died in the best place to be dressed for a funeral. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, please don't take off my armor. Oh, no.
Give me another Constitution saving throw, please. DC 10 this time.
It's my 5th saving throw. I have failed 3 out of the 4 that I've rolled so far. Let's see how we're doing. DC 10, you say? Oh, yeah, yes. I get to add modifiers. Fuck's sake. 14. I rolled a 9, and I was like, well, I failed by 1. No, 14.
14. Nice. You are not wounded. So that's lucky, but you are down. But you do not get a wound, which would have led to a lingering injury. But you are lucky. It is just the poison that is coursed through you that is now possibly killing you unless you can get some medical attention. And then it is now up to Jorvin.
God. Well, words no one wants to hear. He's going to pop out and he's going to try and shoot again. I don't think was I hidden. I don't think I was hidden in that one, was I?
No, because you did your attack last time. I don't think you said you're going to hide afterwards. Yeah.
Silly goose me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Ooh, that'll be an 18.
I am a generous DM though, so I will say that if it makes sense that you probably would have, but things are fucky, so we can say that you.
Don't worry, yeah.
But you hit anyway, so roll your damage.
That'll be 5 then.
Swifty.
Yes.
Would you like to make a death saving throw, please?
I wouldn't like to, but I'm gonna because it's the rules of this goddamn game, isn't it?
Yep.
Cool, that's a 5.
Okay, that's one fail.
One fail.
You see that the assassin isn't going to turn his back on an opponent and will start to head towards you, Jorvin.
Okay.
But you see that Rowena starts coming towards you. She's injured, but she's not out of the fight. She's not much of a fighter, but she starts coming towards you, Swifty. And you see she's kind of like ripping off some rags and things like that. Well, not rags, magnificent robes to try and bind. So she rolled a 19 on her medicine check. So I'm gonna basically, you are stable, Swifty, but you are out for the moment.
What does that look like? Is she sucking the blood from sucking the poison
Yes.
from the wound as well?
No, she's basically just like applied like a real strong like tourniquet over it. Rushes forward. Does a 15 hit?
That's my AC, 15.
Take 6 points of damage, and you're lucky because there's only poison on each of the blades. Both of the poisons have been used.
Lovely.
But you do take 6 points of damage from the first attack. It's a 3 on the dice because I can't roll for shit. And he'll just try to kick you, and you'll take another 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then his final flurry of blows is another 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you're back up.
I'm going to switch to my rapier, and I'm going to slash the fuck out of this fucker.
Yeah. You see, this guy is not looking great.
Well, in appearance and also in health, I imagine, but yes.
Yes.
Let's give it a go. 10.
10 doesn't do it, I'm afraid.
Great.
What do you have HP-wise?
24 currently. Could I bonus action to disengage and try and move away?
Yeah, are you moving towards Rowena and Swifty or away? Or where are you going towards?
I'm going to go further away, and I'm going to sort of go through some like coats and things that are hanging up and kind of just galloping off into the back of the warehouse. Catch me.
Sure, yeah. You kind of like pull back essentially trying to invite him to like focus on you instead, hoping that you can then get the jump on him. He rushes towards you, and yeah, you only disengage. He's fast. He's gonna get there, and he'll attack again. 2 hits, and that's another 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And as you you're kind of like rushing through all these like crates, all these like things that you've got like airing out and stuff like that, he's rushing through, kind of like wordlessly like slashing through all these like garments and fabrics that are hanging up, trying to get you as you're barely managing to get away. And you hear Rowena rushes up behind him and tries to grapple him from behind, and she goes, "Come on, Jorvin, get him! You can do it!" You'll have now advantage on your attack as she is helping you out, basically.
She's my better half in every way. So, with advantage then, okay. Right.
Yeah, and you get your sneak attack as well.
Beautiful. Let's go for the rapier. Okay, that's a 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
The other one was a nat 1, so, Thank God for Rowena.
That is way too many nat ones in this episode. Holy shit.
My sphincter is so tight right now, honestly. It's horrible. What is that? Let's try and do some maths. 20 hit points.
You rush forward. Rowena kind of like grabs him. He's wasn't expecting this kind of like resistance from her. He gets brought to one knee. You come in, stab him, ending him. You've taken your 3rd life tonight. You see Swifty lying, not quite dead, but not, barely alive on the ground. As outside you, there's still chaos and clamor around. And in that chaos and clamor is running Salryn. We got to you eventually, Gemma, I'm sorry.
That was a great time, like the first audience. What's going to happen next?
Salryn, you're running through the streets. Time for caution is well gone. It's time for action, and you know that you're better served as acting as part of a group and not just some sort of lone agent right now. And you need to go to the muster area, and kind of get things, get information, get a proper chain of command, have leadership, have authority there, and you rush there, and you see that there's like just fucking bedlam all over this muster ground, and no one really seems to know what's going on. And you see your friend from the Sunshields, the one that you trade shifts with all the time. What's her name, and what's your relationship with her?
Sophia, and she's probably the first person that kind of introduced herself to me from the Sunshields. I don't mind her. She's kind of maybe a bit heady for me, but she's nice all the same, and so I quite like the catch-ups that we have.
Yeah, so you see that Sophia is standing there. She looks disheveled. Obviously, this would usually be her, bedtime. She would be asleep at this time, but you see that a lot of the people that are here are all the Sunshields. They have all been kind of roused from their sleep and brought here for attention. And she kind of comes up to you and she's like, "Oh, Salryn, oh, great to see you. Is everything okay? So much has happened. What's going on? Were you outside the city? Have you got any news? There's nothing going on here. What's going on?"
Yeah, I mean, did you just ask me if I was okay? Really?
Yeah, of course I'm going to ask you if you're
Have
okay.
you seen what's
You were
going
just-
on? It's we were attacked. I was outside. We thought that we had it under control, and then I look round and Daya's burning.
Yeah, and okay, so we've all been here trying to like get ourselves together, but we don't know like our Lord Captain's Commander is like, you know, so-called Lord of Night and Day is supposed to be here guiding us and telling us what to do, but like no one's seeing him. People are saying he's just like holding meetings in his office, but he's just not admitting anyone in. Could you please go and maybe talk to him? Like you were in the Fascia Kanaya, you know your stuff. You can like people kind of like trust, you know, trust and respect you. Maybe you can kind of get through to him or.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'm going right now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that I'd appreciate that. Yeah, great.
Storming just straight to his office. No time.
Yeah, you know that the Captain Commander of the City Guard, the Lord of Night and Day, as like the fancy title bestowed upon him, is a man called Tai Zhong. Yeah, you get to his door, and
Bang on the door.
Yeah, what do you do?
Bang, bang, bang. Fist.
As you bang on the door, you can hear some very, very quick movement and the shuffling of papers, and you hear a gentleman call from the other side.
Very busy right now. Just a little while longer, and yes, everything will be as it
You
should be.
don't have any
Just a
longer.
while
Let me
longer.
in now. Otherwise, I'm gonna break the door down.
I'm in a very important meeting. You can't come in.
All right, I warned you.
Very
I warned you.
important. Please.
I was gonna. I don't know. Try and boot the door down.
Yeah, you just you bust down the door. What does Salryn see?
Just as she enters, she will see Lord of Night and Day Taijong literally and completely unashamedly duck and hide under his desk.
I'm not here. Okay. I'm very busy. I'm a very important man.
Are you
okay?
serious?
Very serious. Can you not see my title
Yeah, Lord of
written right there on the desk?
Night and Day. Have you seen yourself? Please get out.
I don't want to. Please don't make me.
Okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just want to talk. Come on.
It's not okay though, is it? It's all very scary out there.
Yeah. Do you know what? We'll get through it together. Just come out. Just come out.
Do you promise you won't shout at me?
I won't raise my voice at you.
Okay.
And he slowly begins to. In fact, he doesn't even climb up. He crawls under his desk, and then stands up on the other side, bumping his backside on the desk as he does, to his own shock and surprise, as you notice. So, what do I do? I just want to go home. But everybody keeps asking me what to do. They keep telling me where the fires are, they keep telling me the people are dying, and they keep asking me I don't know what to do!
I've just come. And while Salryn's saying this, she's just kind of advancing towards him really slowly with this really just unimpressed look on her face. I have just come running from an ambush and through fires, screaming. People that we should be protecting. And I come in here and find you hiding under your desk and you don't know what to do?
I just pay the bills. I move the coin around. Nobody has ever asked me what to do. I don't even...
Has anyone seen Vita? Anyone seen her? Is she around anywhere?
I have no idea. The city is on fire.
Yeah, no shit. I just came from it.
I just want to go home. I want to go home.
Right. Well, you're just an amazing help. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm just going to turn around and walk out.
Yeah, you turn around and walk out and you see Sophia. And she's like, well, how did it go?
He's crying under his desk. Crying, Sophia. We're fucked.
Everyone kind of says that he's useless, but I kind of just, how would you get nominated to be a leader like this if you're like that?
Because you get a title. He's called the Lord of Night and Day. Why? What are we going to do? We have to do something.
I don't know. And kind of as you're having this conversation and kind of going back and forth, you see striding into the courtyard, into this like muster yard, on one of these commissioned horses that get magically appeared whenever Dylan needs a commissioned horse, Zoran, and he kind of like slides down and he walks over. Salryn, how are we? Everything good? Everything under control here? Looks not to be the case.
It's a mess, Zoran. We've got nothing. We've got no authority, no plan. No one knows what to do. What are you doing? What are the Vashkanaya doing?
Well, look, Vashkanaya were helping Aurelian's retreat back to the city. They actually seem to have it quite well in hand. The other force, not as big as we expected. Not really sure. Maybe the inside attacks are the main thing. But, look, I've seen many fires. Saw people trying to poison a well on my way here.
Yeah, people have been trying to burn the grain. It's people that have been here for a while, Zoran. They've just been here.
Yeah. Look, this is a well thought out attack. We're being out-considered at every move, but look, two things are important. If this comes down to a siege, we need our defenses, and we need leadership. If I were them, I would be attacking those two things. So, and he looks at Sophia and he says, maybe a word in private, just me and you for a second, Salryn.
Sure.
And he kind of beckons you over. Look, Salryn, defenses are important, and you would just know this from kind of having been in the Vashkanaya, and like your mercenaries, part of your or you were a mercenary, part of your kind of briefing would always be if you get to a new city, even if you're hired to defend it, probably especially when you're hired to defend it, you're also hired to basically say how you would break through, how you would break into the city. And you never know when you're going to be on the opposite side of walls. And so you guys would have done like an assessment essentially on Daya before. And you know that the natural terrain and why Daya has kind of remained standing for so long is the natural terrain typically is in its favor. It's got the lake to the west, it's got mountains to the south, it's got forests to the east. There's only kind of one avenue that troops on foot could come, and that would be from the north. And even all the terrain outside the city itself is rocky and just unsuitable for siege towers and things like that. So it's very hard to assault. Apart from one particular area, and Daya has been clever and have erected mangonels, kind of proto trebuchets and stuff, so they could defend against siege towers and siege equipment and stuff like that in that one area. And he kind of turns to you and he's like, look, I know Daya's got some pretty good defenses, but if those mangonels were to go down, we identified that as the biggest deterrent when we were scoping this place out. But at the same time, if the city doesn't have a leader, well then their will to fight, even if there's something to defend, they can't defend it well. So, and hey look, I don't want to say this around the others, but our contract's with Vita, not with the city. So you can, I don't know, you're probably one of the best here. I would say a lot of these are pencil pushers just here for an easy wage. They don't seem to, the crime seems to run itself in this city from what I can tell. I think if this Taizhong is useless,
More than.
someone like you can maybe have some influence, have a say. Don't look at me like that. I know.
I can't. You know, I'm just so bad at that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we're all bad at some things, but you gotta do it. Look, if I was in your shoes, I think I would have two choices. I'd be gathering people I know, people I trust, people I think are good in a fight, and I'd be either defending the Mangonels or Vita. That choice is yours. I'm gonna here check up on the defenses, check up the gate, make sure that the Iridians have a gate to come through. Make sure there's no other surprise shit going on, but you chose this for yourself. You chose to leave us. You chose to join the city guard. Not my fault that you've got a shitty commander. If you need to step up, you need to step up.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
And so, as a DM, I present to, well, I guess you, Salryn, the hard choice. Would you like to go for the defenses and stop them from potentially being sabotaged, or would you like to go for Vita? Now, Vita, she's the leader of a city. She's not unprotected. These are the two targets that are probably prime targets that are going to be attacked. It's going to be your choice as to how you handle with this and how you deal with this, and we are going to find out what you choose on the next episode.